What's going on, guys? iIZFUEGO here, and today I've got a commentary for you. In the background, you're seeing some Destiny gameplay that I pulled from the beta. I had to recover these files because I was like, if I don't pull a Destiny gameplay, then I'm not going to be happy with myself. And really, I'm going through this phase where Destiny is the only thing on my mind. So I might as well talk to you guys about it, because I haven't posted a video on a vlog in like forever, and two, I think everybody is really excited for Destiny, and I'm definitely on that bandwagon. If anything, I'm on the front of that bandwagon. So let's get started. Just a few things to talk about. One, and I'm pretty sure most of my friends, my personal friends, as well as you guys, can agree, is that Destiny has been one of the greatest games that I have seen in its beta phase, and has prevailed. Just all of my attention has gone to the beta. I've played that beta probably like with the same amount of time that I've played Call of Duty Ghost in like the past 6 months, because in all honesty, I've really just gained the interest of, okay, this MMO shooter is going to be like the next big thing. But it's not just, the fact that it's from Bungie and, Activision is producing it. It's just the fact that it's a really fun game. I've really, enjoyed what I've had, and the time that I've had with my game. Me knowing that the alpha was great, coming in, I expected sort of the same thing, and it just exceeded my expectations. I mean, this game was just so bright. It was so bright, and I can see the future of this game being so unbelievably successful, that I really, I'm looking forward to buying whatever this game has to offer. I'm definitely upgrading, because when I first started looking at Destiny, I was like, okay, maybe it's going to be another shooter. It says, developed by Activision, so who knows? It's probably going to be the same thing. And, looking at the commercials back then, it wasn't exactly, convincing that they were going to do a really good job like they just did. And, I kind of my expectations were very low at the time. Around, April, May, I was like, okay, this Destiny game, it looks cool, but I've got to be impressed. And June, the time in June was when the alpha was out, and I was like, okay, PlayStation invites you to play Destiny, and I got really excited about that, because I was like, wow, I never really get picked into betas. The only other one I've been picked for was either the Battlefield 4 one, which you usually get, or the Battlefield Hardline one, the one where you had to be in line and stuff like that. So I was really excited to play the Destiny beta alpha, the alpha stage, and I really didn't appreciate it as much as I should have, because playing that Destiny alpha, I mean, I played it, but I didn't really play it. I didn't play it, with the biggest enthusiasm, or the most pride, and all that good stuff. Like I didn't play to my potential. I didn't play like I wanted this game. So before you know it, the alpha was over, and I didn't really get much out of it. But I still had this lingering feeling, like, ooh man, this game seems like it's gonna be pretty fun. We should see what happens when the game comes out. And then the beta comes out, and the beta it really took me by surprise. One, because of the fact that not only did you get a beta code when you purchase it, you get 2 more that you can spread to your friends. So I gave it to the 2 friends that I thought were going to be able to use it. And then on top of that, they had an open beta. It was like for everyone. Everyone could play it after a certain time. But I was like, no, you guys should definitely play this before everybody gets their hands on it, so that you guys can get the upper hand and stuff like that. And it just, playing this game was so much fun, especially with friends. If anything, this is a team building game. If you're struggling, let's say in another game, this game will make you work as a team. It's not something that you do by yourself. But I mean, you still have that option. However, playing as a team is much more valuable and worth it than, just going by yourself. It's still useful sometimes, especially looting around and, kill whoring and stuff like that. Especially, some missions or bounties that you need to do by yourself sometimes. But still, it's very fun to play. It's very open world, and I really enjoy it. People, when they see third person, they're like, okay, this is not gonna end up well, especially for a shooter that a shooter like this should be in first person, and it is. It has third person action in it, but the shooting aspect of the game is first person, and that should be understood from a distance. People need to understand that it's not just what people see is the be all end all. You got to play the game to explore it, as well as you got to try it out yourself to see how you feel about it. Now, as regards to the gameplay and what came across me in a negative way, I really don't have much. However, there are some things in any game. That's why it's a beta. Don't complain to me because I have these feelings. These are just feelings, and personal feelings I have for the game, because to be quite honest, this game's already a 9.5 out of 10 for me. I mean, I really enjoy it. There's sometimes, there'll always be times where there's like a little error, inconvenience and stuff. I mean, it's human. It's human to do that. However, some of these things kind of nicked me a little bit, and I didn't really, see a reason why the game had to be like that. But these are some of the things I came up with on a list. One of them was the fire team. The fire team size was up to 3 people for missions and explore Cosmodrome and stuff like that, and Devil's Lair, the strike missions. Whereas me, I wanted it to be like around 4 people. 4 people was the ideal amount for me. I mean, I know understanding going to multiplayer is like 6 people. And by multiplayer, I mean the Crucible, where you get to fight in PvP instead of PvE, and which is person versus person, if you didn't know that. And I kind of wanted it to be a little bit bigger, like just because it was inconvenient for one of my friends. And I was like, man, I'll be that guy, who leaves so you guys could play. But at the same time, I didn't want to be by myself, so it kind of sucked to like have to cut one person off, because it was just odd. It was an odd number, no pun intended, but it was just a weird number to have, like 3 of all numbers. Like I would have understood like 4 people, 6 people, or 2 people. 2 people is too small though. It's really too small. So 4 or 6 kind of sounded very convenient, and we didn't get that. We get 3 people, as a total, not just you and 3 people, but it's a 3-person squad, and that's it. I mean, I kind of didn't really like that. Again, what are you gonna do? It's a beta. You're not gonna just say, "Oh, Bungie, can you change this for me?" Can you just be like, change it to 4 people? You can't do that. You can't do that. You have to be famous or a billionaire to do that. But yeah, it was really fun, to play as a team. I just wish the team, could be a little bit bigger. One thing I kind of, did not understand, and some people might disagree with me on this, but I kind of have this, this feeling stuck, where they showed Moon, and not just the multiplayer map. I'm talking about the Moon planet, as in, playing single player and co-op mission. I didn't understand why they showed us the first mission, and especially the whole day of Saturday, just leading up to 5 o'clock. I was like, where are they gonna open? And so when I started my PS4, Moon was open. And I'm like, okay, is this just to show us a teaser, or are they trolling us, or what's the deal? Because Moon isn't supposed to be out until the game comes out, September 9th. And there was an actual mission, and you played in it. You played in it, straight and simple. I'm glad they didn't go so far, but I wish they didn't go as far as they did, even with that one little mission, because kind of revealed a little bit about, you know, what we can expect. I mean, we already know that, you know, these maps are going to be, you know, like that, and the missions, you know, they kind of revealed a little bit of the story, a little too much in my opinion, about, you know, how this, you know, this mystery person goes around and, you know, starting to kill all the guardians, because that's what I got out of it. I don't know if it's the same thing, but I'm not gonna share my explanation. I'm just saying I think they revealed a little too much with the campaign and stuff like that. I'm not exactly sure how you guys feel about that. Leave it in the comments, you know, what you think about, you know, about what I'm saying right now. So, but yeah, again, there wasn't really much that I, you know, disagreed with. I actually, you know, like what they did with the game. I didn't see any bugs. I didn't see any hacks, for that matter. I mean, I know from a recent IGN video, a guy, you know, he's a developer. He gets to do what he wants. But he was talking about, you know, he's going to have his cheats unlocked and show us what everything is going to happen. I didn't like that, because what happens if someone can exploit that? Then, you know, you have a broken game. So I hope they take those off once the game is ready to launch. Make sure you delete all that stuff so that we have no problems. But yeah, other than that, I didn't really have a problem with the game. I loved it. I absolutely loved it. Me and my friends were dying to get it back. So, you know, hopefully September 9th can come soon enough. And that's just about it. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please leave a like on my video. It shows me that you liked it. And I'll see you guys.